What's good, guys? It's your boy TD, and I'm back again with another live, guys. And today's live is going to be on my top 10 explosive RBs going in your 2023 season. Yes, guys, my top 10 most explosive running backs going into your 2023 fantasy football season. So, guys, with no further ado, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. And make sure, guys, you go into the description box and sign up for my OnlyFans, only $10 a month. There, I'm giving you personable access to me where we can talk about anything for us fantasy. I can be with you in your drafts, whatever you need, guys. So let's begin. The first running back that I believe is explosive. So when I say explosive, this means that I'm taking these guys over another running back that may have a better floor. I'm going to take this guy over these guys. Not these guys, but over the guys that are safe that can give you 15 points every week. I'd rather have a guy that's really explosive. So I'm going to tell you my explosive guys that I would rather take on my team. So the first guy is Tony Pollard. Yes, guys, Tony Pollard. Now listen, Tony Pollard to me, if he's healthy, he would be the first RB that I would draft in the first round because of his explosion. There is CMC, is other guys really good and in the first round that maybe have a safer floor like a Nick Chubb, yes, but I'm not drafting them. And the reason why I'm doing these videos, I want to tell y'all running backs that I look to target. The reason why I chose Saquon Barkley in all of my leagues last year. So Tony Pollard, guys, I know he had an ankle injury, but I believe this is one of the most explosive running backs. And this list is just not 1 through 10. It's just 10 guys that I believe is very explosive. So target these guys when you're trying to draft them. Draft in certain rounds. So don't take these guys in the first round. But Tony Pollard is very explosive. And I'm not going to hold you up on this video. So I'm not going to go into soliloquies about these guys. I'm just going to give you my top 10 guys. So Tony Pollard is the first one. I think he's one of the most explosive running backs. He can catch passes out the backfield. He can line up at wide receiver. He also can run the ball 10 to 15 times, right? So moving on. The next explosive running back that I feel like that you should be targeting to your drafts. Now, this is not a first round running back, maybe not even a second round running back, but third, fourth, somewhere around there, maybe, is DeAndre Swift. That's guys DeAndre Swift. Listen, last year they used him terribly. It was bad for people that drafted DeAndre Swift. I was one of these guys. But when this guy touched the ball, his yards per carry, his yards per touch is one of the best ever in the history of the game. Go back and watch it. I'm not saying he's better than these guys that his numbers was better than, like Terrell Davis or Barry Sanders or players like that. No, I'm not saying he's better than these guys, but his numbers is what it is. So to me, guys, with the right draft at the right round, I'm taking DeAndre Swift because I want that explosive on my team, even if it doesn't hit. Again, picking fantasy players isn't trying to pick every guy that's going to hit. If you play that game, you're not going to win. Because if you drafted Josh Jacobs last year, he's going to be the number one running back. You are incredible at fantasy, which you probably didn't. You just drafted, well, this guy's getting carries. So sometimes you just have to draft a guy knowing that this team likes him. He might not get all the honey touches that you want him to get or all the special touches, but if he's explosive, I'm willing to take a chance on him. So that's why I'm willing to take a chance on DeAndre Swift. I love DeAndre Swift. Make sure you hit the like button, guys. This is cutting edge content. So, all right, moving forward, guys. The next explosive running back that I'm willing to draft is the J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins, yes, guys, J.K. Dobbins. Listen, even with him having a hurt knee, he still was getting explosive plays, and what couldn't even extend his knee. So with a whole year and a whole off season, this guy's only gonna get more better, more situated with his knee, where his knee is gonna get more. I would say will loosen up a little bit because it's tight. So the more he plays, the more that knee loosens up, the more explosive he's gonna be. Lamar Jackson, we don't know if he's gonna come back, but if he does come back to Baltimore, that's even accentuates J.K. Dobbins even farther. So I want a guy like J.K. Dobbins. Moving forward, the next explosive running back that I like on my teams is Austin Ekeler. Yes, Austin Ekeler. Now, Austin Ekeler is not necessarily that he's going to have an 80-yard run, but he's getting 3 to 4 touchdowns a game. That give him an opportunity to score 3 touchdowns. That's explosiveness to me. It don't always have to be with big plays. It can just be this team is willing to give this guy multiple opportunities to score a lot of points, and that's what Austin Ekeler is. Also, he is fast. He can have big time plays. So I like Austin Ekeler. Moving forward, guys, the next guy is CMC. Yeah, CMC. Listen, this guy's catching passes. He's running the ball. He's on San Francisco, one of the best offensive coordinators in the game. Don't let a guy like this, because he's getting older, you be like, I don't know if I want CMC. He could go down. Yeah, that's possible, but he still is explosive. So if you want explosive players, you got to take a risk sometimes. So CMC is going to be risky because he could go down with an injury playing in a San Francisco offense where we seen running backs go down like it ain't nothing. But I'm still taking a risk with CMC because I want that. I want 28, 40 points, 35 points on my team. Moving forward, guys. Next is Derrick Henry. Now, look, Derrick Henry 2 years ago could get you a 60-yard run. And I still believe he can, but it's less right now because he's getting a little older. But Derrick Henry's still getting 3 or 4 touchdowns a game in the right game format, just like I was talking about Austin Eckler. They willing to give Derrick Henry 3 rushing touchdowns over even if they got a good quarterback. They still gonna give it to Derrick Henry. So this is the type of player that I'm willing to take if I'm going to draft a running back because he's going to be very explosive. I'm not taking no average running back that's not, even with Derrick Henry not catching passes, I'm still willing to take him because he's getting all 100% of the carries. That's very explosive. That's 4 touchdowns. That's 40 points from a running back possible in any week where you can beat your opponent, right? You need big time points. You don't need just 15 points to win. You need big time points. All right, moving forward, guys. We got a couple more guys to go. Next is Josh Jacobs. Yes, Josh Jacobs is in this right now, guys. He runs hard. He's explosive. I believe whatever team he goes to, even if it is the Raiders, he's going to be very explosive. He's going to be putting up a bunch of points, 30 points, 40 points, 50 points. This is what this video is about. It's about scoring 30 points, 40 points, 50 points, not 15 points. So if you want to go heavy running back, then these are some of the guys that you need to target because you need guys that's going to score a lot. With me, I'm willing to take the most explosive wide receiver over the explosive running back and get other running backs. That's just me. But again, I understand because I switch up my strategy every video. Right, some videos I'm going heavy on my running back and showing y'all what to do with your running backs if you want to go RB heavy or if you want to go wide receiver heavy. I'm telling you what wide receivers to target then. So moving on, guys. Josh Jacobs, very explosive, #1 running back this year. I think he's moved into that as a top 12 going into your fantasy season running back easily. All right, moving on. It's Kenneth Walker. Yes, guys, Kenneth Walker. And the reason why, guys, that I'm very high on Kenneth Walker is because Kenneth Walker, guys, even though he's 230 pounds, this guy runs like a 4.4 4.3. He's fast. So I'm willing to draft Kenneth Walker at his right ADP and over guys that is around his ADP because of his explosiveness, where he can have a 60-yard pass or a 70-yard run. I feel like that can win you a week. So that's why I will put Kenneth Walker on this video over other running backs that you probably would say, TD, I don't want Kenneth Walker over this guy and this guy. Where are they explosive as Kenneth Walker? They might be consistent, but can they give you that boom? I'm trying to tell you, I'm trying to change y'all into knowing that boom players win fantasy weeks, not consistency. But you got to have consistency in the lineup. That's neither here nor there right now. All right, moving on, guys. We got 2 more guys to go. The next running back that I believe is very explosive that you should be targeting on your team is Travis Etienne. Yes, guys, Travis Etienne. And the reason why I like Travis Etienne is he's very, very fast. So even when they are playing a tough team, he can get one play and take it 60. So I'm okay with having a Travis Etienne. No, his volume is not as good as some of these other running backs. He is injury prone, but it doesn't matter. If you draft him, you drafting him from the upside from big plays, especially with Trevor Lawrence getting better and Dougie P being there. Like this offense is evolving. I'm going to target a couple guys on this team, and it's going to be ETN and Trevor Lawrence. The receivers, I don't know. Maybe I might target the tight end with Evan Ingram, but I'm not going out the receivers because I believe this is going to be volatile. But Travis Etienne is going to be a consistent guy on this team that I think is going to be very explosive in 2023. All right, guys. Last but not least is Jonathan Taylor. Now that's easy, but I still had to put him on the list because a lot of people might think, I don't want Jonathan Taylor after he did. Now listen, what last year is last year. Again, if you want a running back and you want an explosive one, Jonathan Taylor is one that you have to try to get on your team if he's still on the out there in the draft. You can't just I don't want Jonathan Taylor. It's too much opportunity there. Same thing what happened with Josh Jacobs. It's too much opportunity there, and we faded him, and a lot of people got hurt by it. So Jonathan Taylor, guys, I feel like he runs a 4.4. He's 220 pounds. They have a great offensive line. if they healthy next year. And I believe this is the way this team is going to win games. He can score 2 to 3 touchdowns in a game. I don't think team is going to change into a Michael Pittman or Alec Pierce eccentric team as far as the wide receivers. I think this is still a Jonathan Taylor team. So he's very big and explosive. So I like running backs like this, guys. So guys, I'm not going to hold you up, but I want to do this list to let y'all know what running backs you should be targeting and why I'm targeting these guys. Also, guys, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to this channel. This is cutting edge content. Okay, so let me read. I think I got a couple. So Isaac says, "What's good, bro? Purdy torn UCL. Yes, he does got a torn UCL. It is what it is. They still was gonna have to compete for a job in San Francisco. Trey Lance and Purdy are gonna have to compete. That's just what it is. Even if he didn't have the injury. So I believe that Trey Lance is gonna be the guy because of the draft capital. Also to take this offense to the next level of scrambling, running quarterback that can carry the ball 12 times a game, can almost excuse me, guys, can almost make this team be unguardable. You got Debo out there that's a killer. You got George Kittle out there that's a killer. You got CMC. And then you take Trey Lance and add him in too. Yeah, that's phenomenal. So, guys, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Peace.